Hi, welcome to another episode of 5 Business Rules. I'm Nicole.
I'm Monica.
And today we are talking about using WordPress versus SquareSpace if you are building a website. Now, we use both for different reasons, but that's where a lot of people come to us and they're like, well, I need a website, but I don't really know what I want to do. So first thing to know is SquareSpace is a templated site. This is SquareSpace, Weebly, Wix. You can kind of include them all. I like out of all of those, I like SquareSpace, which is where I'm defaulting there. It has nicer templates and it's easier to manage. So if you want a DIY type of site that's easy to maintain, SquareSpace is great. That also means you are somewhat limited because of the templates. So if you are somebody that is very specific and wants things just so, then you're going to need to go to WordPress because that you can do exactly what you want it to do.
You have a lot more flexibility.
You do. It also means there's custom coding that probably comes into, and with that means that you are going to have maintenance. And you're going to have to keep it up and to do that. And so that's a little bit of difference. Like if you just want to have an online brochure that you set up and forget, SquareSpace all the way, right? But if you want another functional site, like that's one of the things when people are coming to me and I say, well, what do you want it to do? You know, do you want to have a membership site? Do you want to sell a lot of stuff? What do you want to do? WordPress has something called plugins, which if you think about it like the apps that you put on your phone, you can expand the functionality to do so many things. And because it's an open market, like there's coders all around the world creating these things for WordPress. Squarespace has some options, but like on my site, I have invoices, I have e-sign agreements, I have different forms, I have logic-based forms. Not like you can't do all that stuff on Squarespace. So if, like you said, you're looking for a simple online brochure, awesome. And it is building capabilities out. Like you can sell stuff on there, but just you have so much more flexibility when it comes to WordPress. If SEO, being found in Google, is important, go to WordPress. Again, Squarespace is okay. It has some tools and all that, but if you're competitive, you want to do blogging and all that, again, these are plugins. Monica's mentioned in some of the videos, the Yoast SEO plugin. It's a really good one. It's not the only one, but there's a lot of just extra juice that you can give a site through WordPress for SEO.
And Yoast SEO will walk you through what is missing when you're doing SEO on Squarespace. You're on your own. There are no prompts. I hate it.
Well, and you have to look for it a little bit more.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Okay. And then last but not least, so if you are hosting a site on WordPress, you are going to need to pay for a hosting account, right? I mean, this is not mine. We're talking like maybe $50 a year, maybe $100, depending on how specific you want it to do.
Right.
It's a separate account, but you don't have to pay for that on Squarespace. You do have to pay Squarespace to have a site, but then you include all of that in there.
Yeah.
So on one hand, you think that's easy. However, like my hosting plan includes my email. And not just my email for all my team. So I don't have a separate fee for that. If you don't have that type of plan on Squarespace, you can buy it through them, but again, it's going to be an extra charge. It's not a big deal, really. It's just something to be aware of, because I've also had people convert from one to the other. Like I've had people convert from a WordPress to a simpler site, and then they keep paying for their hosting account. I'm like, no, you don't need that anymore. Again, so, I mean, it's just to save you money. So it's just, they're both good platforms. We use them both regularly for different clients. It's just kind of what makes sense for you and your needs. From it.
Exactly. Yeah. And I work in both of them as well. I like both of them, despite they both have limitations. Even WordPress does in certain ways. I mean, it has to be maintained. I have a WordPress site. Nicole's team maintains it because things will break. There's not like on Squarespace, someone's behind the scenes fixing things all the time.
This is true, because the thing of like with WordPress, the fact that there are coders all over, right? It also means it's kind of like the wild, wild west, and somebody can update. Like you might have 10 plugins and 2 get updated and the other ones don't.
And then they start fighting and they don't work.
So it just needs a little extra love. But it can do a lot for you. So hopefully that help if you're planning a new website. If you have more questions or you want to talk, please reach out to us. We're happy to talk through it. But hopefully this kind of sends you on your way. And if it's a first new website for you, how exciting! Yay! And good luck. Bye.
Bye-bye.